guy in Tabor City. So it was very interesting. He lived in an apartment.
At this time, we'll call to order the regular city council meeting for Monday, August 5th. It is 6:15 p.m. We had the pledge of allegiance and invocation prior to the public hearing. So now we'll have the roll call for the council meeting.
Councilman Hurley.
Here.
Mayor Sykes.
Here.
Councilwoman Gerald. Here. Councilman Paget.
Here.
Councilwoman Sykes. Here. Councilwoman Coleman. Councilman Dawson.
Reflect that. We'll move into the communications, beginning with our mayor's report. Just a few items for you tonight. Councilman Hardy and I represented the city of Loris at the Horry County League of Cities meeting. That was Thursday, July 25th. It was hosted by Surfside Beach. Speaker for the meeting was Nicole Hyman. She's the public relations director for Horry Georgetown Technical College. She'll make a presentation regarding the college and some new programs they are offering down at Horry Georgetown Tech. Last Thursday, Randy Graham, our city clerk, and I met with officials from Santee Cooper here at City Hall and discussed several things, one of which was the lighting improvements that we're going to be making in conjunction with road improvements. And that will be done by the South Carolina Department of Transportation. And they also talked about the new proposed rate structure for electricity charges that could become effective in the spring of 2025. If you go to their website, there is a tool there that you can go in and based upon your power consumption, it will show you an estimate of your bill under the new proposed rate. I ran in and did mine, and it was only going to be less than $2 a month difference if the proposed rate structure goes through. So it didn't look like it would be a tremendous increase on it. It was a small increase just for mine when I did my estimate on my power bill. Tomorrow we had scheduled the National Night Out, which is a time to show support for law enforcement professionals. That was going to be both the city and Chamber of Commerce hosting that event. However, due to the storm, that has been postponed. And it's my understanding it is tentatively scheduled for next Tuesday, August 13th. Is that correct, Chief?
That is correct.
Postponing it 1 week. So make plans to be there. Sounds like it's going to be a fun night for everyone here in downtown Lawrence. South Carolina Department of Environmental Services, which is formerly the DHEC, they were on site last week at the Old Loris High School as part of our voluntary cleanup program. They were there to determine areas that will be tested for possible environmental concerns. They'll come back, scheduled to come back this week. The storm has delayed that. We're going to be boring soil samples to send to the lab for analysis. So that project, the cleanup of the Old Loris High School site, is progressing. And as everyone knows, the thing in the news, the past couple of days, tropical storm Debbie made landfall, scheduled to impact our area with rain and wind later this week. Employees have been working today in our police department, street department, in fact, every department in town to make preparations to deal with the storm. Governor Masters declared a state of emergency in preparation for the potential effects of tropical storm Debbie. We also have sandbags and sand available. That's out at the recreation complex on Heritage Road. So if anybody needs sand or sandbags, you can go out there, take a shovel and help yourself and fill up your sandbags that you may need to deal with the storm. And everybody, please be careful over the next few days as that storm passes through Horry County later in the week. That's all I have for the mayor's report. Chamber of Commerce report will be next. I don't see Samantha. So we can move on to the city administrator's report. Mr. Young.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor and Council. Publicly too. I want to give you some information on the South Carolina Municipal Association is putting on a summit for the small cities, focusing on the specific needs and challenges for small city towns in South Carolina. It will be August the 22nd in Columbia to Hilton, Columbia. You can see the topics there, which is South Carolina Park Agriculture, South Carolina Park of Commerce, South Carolina Environmental Services, Parks, Recreation, Tourism, Office of Rural Health, South Carolina Rural Infrastructure Authority, and the South Carolina State Guard leader for that conference there. I have signed it together. My councilmen have signed it there too. So I think it's going to be some good information that they talked to Charlie Barron, who is our municipal associate representative. He says it's going to be some good information that we're presenting to just for us, and I consider towns that are 3,000 population or less, so basically. So we'll have a pretty good turnout that's already participating in that process. On the budget stuff, I gave you some or 2 or 3 documents on this too. I did give you the public hearing notice on that too, that's going to run in the paper. And also give you the modified budget. Just to bring everybody update based on the reassessment requirements based on the county's reassessment requirements for reassessment every 5 years. It was this year coming up. Those increase and adjustments are based on the consumer price index based on the Sacramento Department of Revenue Fiscal Affairs consumer price index for both population and for the consumer price index gave us 8.3%, 8.37%. So technically, we basically adjusted the millage based on the reassessment. So it's, I want to thank Boyd County for all the information they gave us. They were tremendous help for us on providing the information. We will thank Barry Spivey's office personally for providing me the information based on the assessment and the numbers that they gave us. Looks like they were in conjunction with what the state players and what we the millage rate for the bonds will basically stay the same with last year. So our millage will end up being 103 even for this fiscal year 5 years.
So the bottom line is the millage rate based upon reassessment is reduced from what was originally proposed and is required by state law.
Correct. That's right. Based on the assessment.
That's all you have.
That's all I have.
All right, thank you, Mr. Young. Department head reports, those that have provided the written reports to council. Does any department head have anything to add to the report? Chief, anything for police?
I'm good, Mayor. The only thing I'm gonna say is, snow's coming. I just got off of the conference with the government master, listening to that. We're gonna get a lot of water, a lot of rain, so please, if you don't have to be on the road, I ask to stay off the road. You see barricades up, don't go past them. It is a 4-point violation, $232 fine. That's right. And we will be out there, so please don't go past barricades for your safety. We don't want your cars being washed away. And hopefully, we get through this.
And as you mentioned, we are staying in touch with county officials and state officials. The conference call with the county scheduled in the morning. We'll participate.
Over 2:30.
We had a meeting here this morning with department heads to determine the storm response.
We're prepared, we got all the stuff ready to go, we're just ready.
That's all we can do, just pray that it's not severe. Thank you, Chief. Code enforcement, you have anything?
I will get you stats report for the next meeting when the storm. I've not gotten those yet. Everybody will probably see Wayne and myself out doing damage assessments based on what we do get after the storm. Hopefully we'll be good, but we still have to go out and do them regardless. That's, I think everything else is
Mr. Fox, anything from the building department?
As somebody you probably know, out on 45, we got the Meadow Walk subdivision who have started. We've issued 14 houses already, permits. Inspected probably 5, I think it's 5 for a foundation and stuff. And one of them, they are actually, they're calling for a roofing on tomorrow. So moving pretty quick.
Well, that'll develop.
It's up there.
Development going on for sure.
Mike, can I say,
Sure, Chief.
I want to thank Wayne too, because I've been Meredith and all of our staff's been.
It's okay.
I know he's wearing the code enforcement hat, but unfortunately, he's been wearing a lot more hats than just code enforcement. We've used him for a lot of different other projects. I won't get into too much detail, but all my staff have called him and asked him questions. I think the secretary or secretary, so we all been using Wayne for a lot of different functions.
Experience as a teacher.
Yes.
Just like you.
And he's helped us as far as planning for the things we need to do around town and getting information together so we can make some decisions. So you've been helping out a good bit since he's been All right, those are all the department heads that are present with us tonight. Looks like we'll move to the business items. First item of business is second reading of our ordinance 0322. That's the ordinance to adopt a comprehensive plan. Everyone has a copy of that. This is second reading. Ms. Graham, if you just read that by title for the record.
Ordinance number 03-24, an ordinance to adopt the city of Morris comprehensive plan 2040.
We've had some discussion already tonight about the comprehensive plan and what it is, and this is second reading. Is there a motion that we move forward on second reading of ordinance 0324? We have a motion to, for second reading of ordinance 0324. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, we have a motion by Mr. Paget, second by Ms. Sykes. Any discussion? Well, I'll call for the vote. Mr. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Gerald?
Yes.
Mr. Paget?
Yes.
Ms. Sykes?
Yes.
And I vote yes. So that ordinance has passed second reading, so it is in effect. Item B on the agenda tonight is a discussion, first reading of ordinance 0724. That is the budget ordinance for the city of Morris. And as Mr. Young explained, we have to comply with state law because of the reassessment, amend our budget to adjust the millage rate down to the current millage rate, the new millage rate. Ms. Graham, if you read that by title only.
Ordinance number 07-24, an ordinance to adopt an amended budget for the city of Morris, South Carolina for the fiscal year 2024-2025, ending June 30th, 2025.
That is our budget ordinance as amended to reflect the millage rate reduction. Is there a motion to have first reading of ordinance 0724?
So
Motion by Ms. Gerald, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Hardy. Any discussion on that ordinance? Hearing none, we'll call for the vote. Mr. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Gerald?
yes.
Mr. Paget?
Yes.
Ms. Sykes?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Moving on to item C on the agenda tonight, that is a petition for annexation. And Ms. Holmes, if you'll just give us the background on that particular piece of property and where it's located.
So we received the petition for requesting annexation is based on our requirement in the water sewer fee of if you want to connect to our utilities, is if you're not continuous to the city limits, you have to do a pre-annexation. If you're continuous, you have to annex in. So that is what this is they're requesting to be part of the city. They're continuous to the city limits due to Watson Park. But they're currently county for their requesting utilities, so that's the reason for the annexation.
And one petition being part of the city of Morris. This is located off of Cannon Road.
Yes.
Is there a motion to accept the annexation petition for the property off of Cannon Road?
I make the motion to we accept this, petition to annex it for.
All right. We have a motion to accept the petition from Councilman Harding. Is there a second?
A second.
Second from Councilwoman Gerald. Any discussion regarding the petition? Hearing none, we'll call for the vote. Mr. Harding?
Yes.
Ms. Gerald?
Yes.
Mr. Paget?
Yes.
Ms. Sykes?
Yes.
And I vote yes. The action, because we've accepted the petition, the next action is to refer it to the planning commission, so we'll do before them. Then it'll come back to us, to hear their recommendations and possibly for ordinance readings to officially annex it into the city. As we continue, item D is the contract for technical services from Waccamaw Regional Council of Governments. Mr. Gunn, you want to give us an update on that?
Yeah, Mayor and Council, this is the agreement that the Waccamaw Regional Council originally provided to us. Change the staff along with our city attorney, John Swenson, and I looked at and did make some changes to it, minor changes to it. And regional, Waccamaw Regional Council governors agree with that, with those changes that we said before. Myself and staff recommend that we approve this agreement.
Their services are primarily in the areas of planning and zoning and that type of thing. Is that
Right,
correct?
it'd be used for basically planning, zoning, technical assistance, basically technical assistance contract to help our staff, which is, planning to do and help us to go to the next phase, which will be zoning ordinance.
I understand it's an as-needed contract, they're available as we need them to provide services to us. So we won't necessarily be here at every planning meeting, for example, or that kind of thing, they'll be here as called
needed,
upon.
replacing those issues. John's got some suggestions too, I'm sure. That we will make some changes to the zoning ordinance, so this will help us be able to work in conjunction with them. Just put the text, more or less the text part of it.
Right, and we have had contracts with them in the past for these same type services, so this is nothing brand
In
new.
fact,
This
it's
is
going to
what
last,
For several years.
for comprehensive planning and zoning ordinances. That I do.
All right, we'll need a motion to approve the contract and authorize Mr. Young to sign on behalf of the city of Willis. Is there, what are the wishes of council regarding that? Move that, we approve the contract and is there a second to that motion? Motion from Mr. Paget, second from Ms. Sykes. Any discussion? All right, we'll call for the vote. Mr. Hardy?
Yes.
Mr. Earl?
Yes.
Mr. Paget? Yes. Ms. Sykes?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Those are all the business items we have for tonight. We move into public and press comments. Always glad to have folks from the public here to sit in on our meetings. We have two people that have signed up tonight. Please come up to the podium, I'll call your name, state your name and your address for the record. You will generally have a 3-minute limit on public comment per person. First person is Ms. Wendy Moore.
My name is Wendy Ward. I live in Conway, South Carolina. Now, we all know I have issues with fire safety in Willis. When you're an elected official, you're held accountable for doing the best you can for the people that you represent. I have a question with that being said. What are the advantages in maintaining control of the fire department? And I respectfully request.
That's a very long discussion that we could have regarding fire safety. It's not for the 3-minute public comment period. I told you, or told your husband, anytime he wants to come and have a conversation with the EMS up here, let us know. Let's sit and talk to him.
I just, everything I've been concerned about, nobody's responded to. I mean, nobody has said that issue will be addressed or anything else. I just want to know what the advantages of holding on to it is. I can't see it. It's not serving the people.
Appreciate your comments. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next is Mr. Todd Harrison.
Yes, Mayor, Council. I've had several questions along the way, last several months. And at this point, I mean, I've asked the question, I've got no answer. Nobody hadn't answered a single question, not one. And didn't get an answer at the meeting, didn't get a call, didn't get any kind of answer from anybody at any time. Nobody on council, not from the mayor, not from city administrator, zero. That's what I got. And I want to ask the same questions right now. So, or some of the same. There's supposed to have been a hospitality audit that hadn't been done. Now, my name was put in that by Councilman Paget, suggesting that money was spent, it shouldn't have been spent. I want to see it. Think people need to see it. Millions of dollars, I understand. So there was a spreadsheet on Grand Strand Water and Sewer that council voted on doing it. Hadn't heard anything about that, hadn't seen it. If you're gonna make decisions about it, I would think you'd want to know what it is there. I asked about the Loris Police Department car, said there wasn't any insurance on it. And as far as I know, it's still sitting right there, not been replaced. The last budget, that didn't include raises for the PD. I guess it doesn't include cars or anything else for the PD now. I mean, is it a part of the defund the police stuff? I mean, come on, we've lost 3 officers. Told you we were gonna lose 6, we've lost 3. And there's 3 more, I understand, that have put in applications somewhere else. Now, it's easy to hire people to come be a police officer that aren't certified. That's where we're at years ago. But that's dangerous for the citizens of Loris. We worked hard to get the city police like it was, not to go back to where it used to be. There's a $5 million grant for water and sewer that the city got. $5 million. And you're gonna lose this if you don't use it. Why wouldn't you use the $5 million? Are you gonna use it? Is somebody gonna contact me and give some answers? The citizens need to know that $5 million is a lot of money to spend on water and sewer here in the city. But, my number, everybody knows my number. I'll be glad. My email hadn't changed, but there's a lot more questions I could ask, but I mean, I don't get any answers. I'm just gonna keep asking like some people do, and then maybe somebody will reach out and answer something.
Mr. Harrelson, I'll tell you, just like I told your brother-in-law back in April, you know me, you've known me my whole life. All you gotta do is call us and have a conversation.
Mr. Mayor, is it supposed to be a secret? Does the citizens of Loris can't hear this information?
There's
It
no
appears
secrets.
to be.
I can answer your questions. The hospitality audit is in progress. You will know when that is finished, as will everybody in the public know when that is finished. There's a lot of information that auditors had to go over. Administrative water and sewer, that is an issue this council is working on and has been working on. What was your other question after that one?
I asked 6 different questions just now.
Police department.
I didn't take notes, so tell me the third question again.
So I asked about the police car and the insurance.
The police car, the insurance, that was an issue I inherited. You would probably know more about that than I do, because that occurred prior to the end of last year. I know we're trying to figure out something on that, but I didn't know it didn't have insurance on it until.
I know the city administration of this building right here in City Hall didn't have a police car insurance. And that's not general information that goes across council desk or mayor desk. But when it's asked, I would figure you would look into it.
We have talked about that, but I don't know the answer to that question yet.
So about the $5 million grant, we're gonna lose the
The
grant?
$5 million grant has already been done, but actually got 2 grants. The $5 million grant we got through Sacramento Department, through Bonnie Ames office through the infrastructure. That grant is being done, the engineering work is being done right now. We're basically going by hand engineering schedule. That's being done with the quarterly reports that's submitted every quarter. They're in the process of getting ready to bid out the project probably in the next 30 days or so. So therefore, we're not in any process of losing the grant. In fact, we're a little bit ahead of the grant actually. And we're in that process. We also have another grant to Horry County, $500,000 water line extension from Walnut Street out to Business 9. That's already been engineered by hand engineer in the process. So we have Waccamaw Regional Council governors overseeing the $5.3 million grant we received from that, and then I'm sure you're on top of that. South Carolina Infrastructure Authority, we've met all the guidelines so far based on that. We thank Mayor, thank Randy and Angel for doing that. Whole team of the engineers. So we're actually going to go out on Ski Bay for a bid to put that project in. So that should see it in keep those advertisements for the, sewer line expansion, for that project was $3.5 million. So that project is moving about as fast as we can move based on the engineering.
That's great news. I hope it does. Hope we don't lose them. It's $5 million is a lot of money. So the spreadsheet's being done. That's what I'm told. The audit's being done. The $5 million grant will not be lost without a doubt. The PD, we don't know why we didn't have insurance on the police car.
So there
We
was,
just didn't have it.
we did a thorough review of all vehicles in the city when we renewed insurance this year and everything is covered.
Just that one. That's good.
Last year.
I would have thought that we would do a thorough thing on insurance to start with. So is there any possible way that our PD is gonna be taken care of and we gonna have regular certified officers, or we gonna have to train them all to be stolen by other municipalities throughout?
Well, we're looking at the budget now. We've had a lot of ground we've had to make up. Remember a few years ago, the newspaper reported we spent over $1 million more than we took in that year. So we're playing catch up in a lot of ways. The budget had to be revised because of the millage rate. We're gonna see if there's any extra revenue that comes from the reassessment. And we're gonna address salaries and that type of thing.
Thank you.
All right, those are the only two folks that signed up for public and press comment. I don't know of any item for executive session, Mr. Young. or Mr. Zaleski, so you don't have anything? If nothing for executive session, that concludes the meeting tonight. Is there a motion to adjourn? Motion by Mr. Hardy, is there a second? Second by Ms. Gerald. Any discussion? You talk to Mr. Hardy. Ms. Gerald. Yes. And I vote yes. Meeting adjourned at 6:42.